How's it going, YouTube? Reshmi's Rasta here, the channel where we talk about, well, everything. And today is that video where I give you the 5 things that I totally dislike about Pakistan. Now, this isn't to say that I think that the country is bad. No, far from that. It's a great country with great people, great history, great culture. There are just a couple of things. Kitty! Sorry, cat bomb. There are just a couple of things that I'm particularly not so fond about the country. I'll leave a description link in the box below about the things I do like about the country. I'll also make a film about the 5 things I like and dislike about America ASAP. Now let's just get started. Fair skin madness. Everything has to be fair. Boys, girls, whatever. Fairness creams, Fair and Lovely. I made a video about it several days ago on why I hate Fair and Lovely. Everything has to be white. No. Whitewashing, due to the British influence, of course, as well as the world over. One of the things I really don't like about Pakistan at all. Fatphobia. They have such a fear of people becoming fat, whether it be by illness, by accident, or even due to mental illness. Fatness just isn't accepted in that part of the world. Even if you're, say, 2 to 3 pounds or 4 to 5 kilos heavy, they will not let you down. According to them, the fatter you look, the older you look. When I was at the age of 19, everybody thought I was a 40-year-old woman. 40 is the new 20. What the heck, Pakistan? What? Sex education. Similar to India, but not quite. Pakistan tends to be, for some reason or another, Pakistan tends to be very squeamish when it comes to sex education. They're not comfortable about talking about pregnancy. They're not comfortable about talking about periods. You tend to get scolded if you even ask your parents, especially if you're a female, regarding what periods are and so forth. And you never learn anything about anything particularly sexual until the day you get married. Not very reassuring, is it? And God forbid if you bleed in the wrong place at the wrong time. That gets kind of awkward. 4. Doctor, lawyer, engineer craze. In Pakistan and other countries, but we're talking about Pakistan. There's either a doctor, lawyer, engineer. There's nothing in between. The parents in that part of the world tend to overstress their children on the importance of being, you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, you have to be a lawyer. And if a child says in any way that they have interest in any other profession, say being a barber, or being a teacher, or being, a, God forbid, a nurse, or a pharmacist, they get the shoe. Last but not least, number 5. They tend to sexual harassment. Cut. 5. Lack of sexual awareness in that part of the world. I know we have a conservative religion. I know we have a conservative culture, but there are just some things that need to be talked about. Periods, reproduction, what happens when you face sexual harassment, etc., etc. Periods. We need to stop making females feel as if they're unclean if they bleed. If men can ejaculate semen and be considered normal, why can't females bleed and be considered normal? That's just how it goes. Men need to be taught to be more sensitive and understanding towards women's issues and vice versa. But let's face it, our culture has been catering to men for decades that I don't even think that needs to be taken into account for the most part. Girls shouldn't have to feel shy talking about their bodies to their parents. Mothers shouldn't have to shame their daughters or sons for asking questions. And and people who are getting married shouldn't have to find out about intercourse the very first time they marry. They need to study about that in schools. I'm just saying. Anyhow, these were my 5 points on why on the things that I really don't like about Pakistan. It's not to say that I find the country repulsive or disgusting. It's just that I feel that there are some issues that need to be addressed, just like with any other culture. I don't criticize her because I hate her. I criticize her because I feel she can be worth so much more. Isn't that right, Kitty? Anyhow, thank you for listening. Please remember to like,